What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. On this episode we're going to upgrade the headlights on this Mazda Miata.
ハイパースピードメディア
So if you own a first generation Mazda Miata, you know how bad these headlights are. So they are one of the first thing I recommend to upgrade. They're using the older style seal beams. The lighting output is very poor, and with newer advanced technology we could upgrade this to a better headlight. And some of you guys might see a lot of Mazda Miata that use these type of style headlight. The problem with these headlights is that they still give a poor lighting output. As you can see, the back of this headlight is really thin, and that being so thin that the projector need a longer throw to get it a better beam pattern. So this is not good at all. This is actually poorer output than the stock one. So I don't recommend this at all, even though they got this nice halo, which is kind of cool. But the lighting output still is bad. So we're going to upgrade to even a better headlight, and I'll show you that right now. So what I have here is the J1 Phospherus headlight by MicTuning. Let's open it up and see how it looks. So it comes with two headlights, of course, one for each side. It also comes with two wires, one from each side of the headlight that control the RGB and the amber turn signal. It also comes with two adapters for the H4 headlight. And it also comes with a Bluetooth controller with an app that you could download to use the software. And of course it comes with the manual. And inside the manual there's a QR code where you could scan with your phone and download the app. Now let's take a closer look at the headlights. Okay, so the first thing you notice is that the center piece right here is the projectile, and outside is the halo where it's RGB and also amber for turn signal. And inside between that, there are LEDs in between here as well. Another great feature of these headlights is that the RGB is app control. You can download the app and then you can animate these RGB to tons of different variation. And also the chip on the Bluetooth controller is manufactured in the USA, so you won't lose connection. And the headlight operates at 12 volts with 120 watts combined with both headlights. The low beam, it's about 8,000 lumen, and the high beam is about 16,000 lumen. And of course, these LED projectile headlights give out a Z pattern, which is modernized for today's applications. So we're ready to install the headlight. Your wire harness will be completely different from mine since my car has been wire tuck, but the same principle apply. For the first step to get started is to disconnect the battery. We're going to grab about 10 millimeter and we're just going to disconnect one of the posts. It doesn't matter which one. The first tool you're going to need is a Phillips screwdriver. There's 4 screws on the side of the headlight. You're going to need to take them out. And now the plastic cover can come off. And next we need to remove this outer ring right here. And there's 3 bolts in place. You don't have to remove the bolt. All you have to do is loosen the bolt and then twist it out. There's one right here. There's one on the bottom. And there's one over here. Once it's loose, you can rotate it and remove it. And now simply disconnect the harness in the back of the headlight and it should come right out. And next we can do the same thing on this side. So here's the comparison between the two lights. This is the stock seal beam, halogen light. It's very basic. And here's the new MicTuning J1 light. As you can see, it's curved a little bit more, kind of like this way. And also it's much more thicker in the back as well. You do not need to modify your Miata for it to work. It should fit an all Miata from 90 to 97. And for it being a little bit thicker, they're able to install a full-size LED projector built inside, and gives that clean Z cutoff shape. It's because of that projector built in here. So now we're going to install the Bluetooth controller. As you can see, on one side of the lead, there's a bunch of wire. There's a red, black, blue, green, and white wire. We're not going to use the white wire. That is for the brake lights. We're going to use the blue and green for the turn signal, and we're going to use the red and black for the power source. As you can see, here's the fuse box. And what I'm going to do is open this tab right here. There's a 10mm nut that I'm going to remove. And that's connect directly into the battery. So what I'm going to do is connect the Bluetooth controller into that power source. I already crimped a eye hook on here. So what I'm going to do is connect that into the 10mm bolt and then tighten it down. And next, what I'm going to do is connect the black wire. The black wire is the ground wire. What I'm going to do is connect that into the chassis of the vehicle, and that should give me a good ground. And now we're left with 3 more wires, the blue, green, and the white wire. The white wire, since we're not going to use, I'm just going to cap it off. And now for the green and blue wire, what I'm going to do is extend the wire and then feed it to the driver's side kick panel so I can wire this to the blinkers relay. Now I'm going to do the same with my blue wire. And now I'm going to feed my green and blue wire to the driver's side kick panel. Alright, coming to the driver's side, I pull the center panel off, and I pulled the relay, this is the flasher relay, down underneath so you can see the wiring. And this is the 2 wire that I feed from the other side, the passenger side, and I wire that into these 2 wire. So this is the green with black stripe. I'll connect that into the blue wire. I kind of just tap into it. You don't have to cut it, just tap into it. And for the green wire right here from the other side, I'm going to tap into the green with white stripe. So those are the 2 wire you have to tap into. And once you're done with that, you want to put electrical tape Now is a good time to feed the Bluetooth control wire before we install the headlights. Now we could connect the Bluetooth controller wire and also the headlight harness. Once the 2 harness is connected, we can now install the headlight, and just make sure you are putting it the right side up. There should be a notch right here that goes on that notch on the top. And now we can install the headlight brackets. And lastly, we could put the front cover. Now you can repeat the same process on the other side. And now it's time to connect the Bluetooth harness. Make sure you connect the correct one. The left side is for the left side headlight, and the right side is for the right side headlight. And finally, we can now connect the battery. And now that the light is installed, let's check out a demo of the light. That is it for this video. If you'd like to learn more about this product, go ahead and check out the links below. And also don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. And now, if you made it this far, there's a 20% off discount code if you use the code HYPERSPEED and use the link below. So I'll see you on the next video. Take care.
Hyperspeed Media